that, this is a fresh twist that is now coming to Karnataka's corruption saga. The state cabinet has now greenlit a SIT probe into the infamous 40% commission Galkara scandal, the charge that has haunted the BJP since 2021. Now, this move comes on the heels of explosive remarks by Chief Minister's advisor Basavaraj Rai Reddy, who openly conceded that corruption exists within the government itself.
First of all, I want to make it very clear. And I want to talk always truth. Damage control bandila. Please make it note that. ಈ ತರದ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರಗಳು ಆಗಬಾರದು, ತಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದು ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ ಈ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮುಂದುವರೆದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪೇನಿದೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ? I never accused BJP government, I never accused JDS government, I never accused Congress government. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಧಂಬರ್ಧ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ರಾಯರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಎಸ್, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಈ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ನು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಳಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ.
राय रेड्डी जी जो इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर हैं चीफ मिनिस्टर के और एमएलए भी हैं, he has gone on paper in a meeting openly to say that Karnataka has become number 1 in corruption. Even the revenue minister of Karnataka had gone on record to say that there is a lot of corruption in my department. This is the politics Karnataka and Rahul Gandhi model is giving to this country. Number 1 in appeasement, number 1 in looting and swindling of the public money, number 1 in derailing development projects, number 1 in giving bribes day in and day out for every small little thing.
Now let's rewind a bit and break down the backdrop to this controversy. It was in 2021, the Karnataka Contractors Association dropped a political bombshell accusing the then BJP government under then Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai of corruption. They even penned a letter to Prime Minister Modi alleging that the BJP ministers and MLAs were demanding 40% commission to clear tenders. Fast forward now to 2023, when it comes to the Congress and Siddaramaiah seizing on the scandal, weaponizing it on campaign trail, and wrote that they were waved to all the victory that will actually lead the Congress to elections as far as what exactly happened with the Congress now leading the government in the state. But in the meantime, let's now listen in to the Karnataka Deputy CM DK Shivkumar and Minister Priyank Kharge, who had to say on this matter as far as when it comes to the setting up of this SIT is concerned.
Some contractors are requesting some of our legislators in their consciency to give whatever the bills have been pending. Earlier in the BJP government, more than 1 lakh crore in my own department has been done work. We are able to not to give only 10 to 15% of the bills because no FSR, since FSR works have been taken without the budget. So they are requesting some MLAs and some party leaders or some other people. If any complaint is there, let them file it before the Lokayukta.
Ministers have been very clear on this, very candidly and explicitly said that if they are able to prove anything, they'll be happy, more than happy to resign if their allegations are proved right. This kind of hit and run allegations should not be done by contractors because they kept quiet during the previous tenure when they were awarded contracts much more than the financial allocation. That's what led to huge corruption. So when they say 40% corruption, who were they paying? Why were they paying when they knew there was no money for contracts? So even now we are an open government. If they have any documentary evidence, the CM is openly told that I'll be more. You give the thing and I will take action.
And now Karnataka Minister H.K. Patil has also announced the investigation commissioned by the Congress-led state government, the SIT, which is now given about 2 months' time to wrap up with its investigation. And if all goes according to plan, we could soon have a much clearer picture of the alleged corruption that was raised against the previous BJP government.
The report of Nagmohan Das, who went in to the details of the complaints lodged by contractors. It was gone into in detail and his report is submitted. There are several serious lapses he has found in the report, and we have decided to constitute SIT to further investigate.
Meanwhile, let's also talk about the Karnataka Contractors Association President R. Manjunath saying that he hopes that the Chief Minister can finally resolve the issue.
These are all the things that we should be our main problem. We have informed that CM, DCM and concerned ministers. If they are telling we will solve the problem, but no problem will be solved till today. Even for payment, that 32,000 crores pending is there, that 15,000 crores we are assured to give in the month of April. So we are waiting for that releasing the payment. But we hope that CM will be solve our problem. But in the meantime, I urge them to call the meeting with that contract association, office bearers and respective departments, MDs and chief engineers and respective ministers. So that will be solve our problems.
Getting a word from Neha now. Neha, good morning. Wasn't there a one-man commission that was set up by the government already to investigate when it comes to the allegations of 40% commission Sarkara? What was the need to now set up SIT with regards to the investigation?
Well, Amita, yes. In fact, what we are being told at this point is that there was a one-man commission, the Nag Mohan Das committee, that was set up there to, review the bribery charges, to review the corruption allegations that were levelled during the previous Bommai government Sarkara. Now, we're being told that this SIT that's being formed by the government, that's going to be appointed, would be looking into the technical and specific aspects of the report. Now, it's a 2-volume report that the government has received. The SIT, of course, would now further delve into the findings of this particular commission's report, and then possibly suggest what action, of course, needs to be taken. Now, when, of course, the Law Minister was questioned there post the cabinet meeting yesterday, what he did go on to, of course, evade was whether there were charges of corruption that was mentioned in that report or not. However, of course, he did go on to suggest that there was a mention of bribery that was listed in this report. Now, it really remains to be seen right now, once this SIT is formed, 2 months into, of course, their investigation as to what is really going to be found and whether the charge that the Congress government had led against the previous BJP government then of this 40% corruption at all does exist in the system or not. And interestingly, Amita, of course, this comes in at a time when the Karnataka Contractors Association have now written to the Chief Minister alleging graft with this government as well, saying seniority is not being followed for clearance of pending bills, that a host of issues are still prevalent and that the Chief Minister should address this.
All right, because it was the Congress which had widely publicized the 40% Sarkara allegations against the former BJP government as alleged by the Karnataka State and Contractors Association and ran a politically successful campaign that helped the Congress wrest power from the BJP in the previous elections. For the moment, Neha, thank you very much for joining in. Let's talk about